PK in the universe, and I am back again with another video. And today I wanted to do kind of a sort of a rant video of sorts. I had kind of a strange experience the other day. So I had posted a meme on Twitter. Actually, I didn't actually post it. I reposted it. Another fellow Twitter user, E Starland, had posted it. E Starland is a game store, so I guess it's either whoever owns the game store or somebody who's an admin for it. I'm not sure. Anyways, it posted this funny meme. You know, I took it to be funny. I took it in good fun. As you guys know, Super Mario Wonder has been a huge hit. I don't personally have the game, but I think it looks amazing. And I do plan to get it at some point, but right now, you know, it's like I'm just trying to save my money for other things, but at some point I absolutely want to get it. It looks amazing, incredible. Well, anyways, the meme read something along the lines or whatever, you know, it's like something about people, you know, are having fun, but now the real gamers are going to have fun because Super Mario RPG Remake is coming out. And I thought that was funny, you know, I thought it was cute and funny. And I was like, I'm going to repost that. I'm going to reply with, you know, do a quote repost and be like, it's a me. Well, had some goofball look at it or whatever. Apparently it showed up in his Twitter feed or whatever. And he got all like, you know, it's like, I'm going to make a content inspired by this. You know, this is a YouTuber with like 20 times more subscribers than I have. And he's like, and then he like added me about it or whatever, like, you know, PK in the universe inspired me. And anyways, so this guy basically comments below on my post that Super Mario RPG isn't a real Mario game. So totally either he completely misread the original meme or intentionally misread the meme, so he would have an excuse to bash Mario RPG. Don't know why. It's really strange to at me on Twitter because Mario RPG is like my favorite game of all time. And anybody who watches this channel, you know, with any kind of consistency knows that. I mean, I basically made a video about getting my original Mario RPG copy back, the game I had gotten in when the game was brand new, you know, a game my mom had got me for Christmas, you know, and those were tough times back in like in the 90s. It must have been like 96, I want to say. Yeah, I mean, we were not financially doing the best, and so my mom scrimped and saved to get that game for me, so it has a lot of sentimental value to me, you know, and it's the very first console game I ever beat. So here's this guy, you know, trashing Mario, and he's just got the worst takes, honestly. This guy made like a shorts video. This guy clearly, he, you know, puts out daily content, you know, and, you know, that's his thing, you know, it's like just, you know, no master plan for his channel, clearly, you know, and just thought, oh yeah, I see PK posted a meme. I'm inspired to, you know, rip on his favorite game, you know. So he did some like little shorts video, you know, giving out all his quote unquote hot takes. And, you know, you get basically, yeah, he said it's not a real Mario game. And his argument for it is that it's not a real Mario game is because it's not a side-scrolling action game. Okay, or whatever, or I guess the 3D Marios might count to him as well, you know, like Super Mario Sunshine and Mario Galaxy or whatever. But yeah, so what an incredibly ignorant take. His take is that it's not a real Mario game because of that. And it's like, well, I guess all the other Mario games aren't real Mario games. That's stupid, even though Nintendo has literally said that these are Mario games. If the game has Mario in it and Mario is the star, then it's a Mario game, okay? You know, you're entitled to your own opinion, but you're not entitled to your own facts. Nintendo's been pretty clear that there's no Mario canon or whatever, or, you know, hardline canon. Even in the recent Super Mario movie, we literally saw Mario riding go-karts. I mean, what are you even on? You know, and then, yeah, and so there's no action or whatever, you know, and it's like, well, here's the thing, too. Let's talk about what is Mario RPG? Why does it even exist? Mario RPG exists because Shigeru Miyamoto always wanted to make an RPG. So he got in contact with the people at Squaresoft at the time and were like, hey, let's work on making an RPG together. You know, obviously at the time they still had a pretty good relationship with Squaresoft. Yeah, they worked directly together. This isn't like Hotel Mario on the CDI or whatever, where it was one of those deals where, oh yeah, there's some contractual obligation that makes Philips have the rights to make a Mario game. Okay, this isn't Mario Teaches Typing or something like that. This is a literally sanctioned Mario game. Yes, it is actually a Mario game. And his other argument was, I guess, because you could take this exact same story and, you know, basically make it into a generic RPG and no one would notice. People would notice, dude. Here's the thing. this is all flooded with Mario characters and Mario-like characters that fit perfectly in a Mario universe. Squaresoft and Shigeru Miyamoto worked together to make a very faithful version of Mario. You know, this is very much like all the Mario stuff that came before it. And also the notion that there's no action in this game is complete nonsense, and there's no platforming. We literally see Mario in this game jump on platforms. It's actually part of the game. And we see him, hit coin boxes. We see him go from place to place. We see, characters run across the screen. We see him literally punch people. We see him jump on top of characters. We see him kick turtle shells. All the essences of a Mario game. Squaresoft had tried to make a simple RPG, that was generic. And that was Final Fantasy Mystic Quest, a game that is one of my guilty pleasures. I absolutely love Final Fantasy Mystic Quest. It's one of the first games I ever beat on the SNES. And I beat Mario RPG multiple times. It's a game I have on the SNES. I have 2 copies of it on SNES. One, the battery doesn't work. I have it on Wii. I have it on Wii U. I have it on my SNES Classic. And now I'm going to have it soon. I'm going to have the remake on Nintendo Switch. And I'm so excited for that. The whole it's not a real Mario game, that's just some really ignorant stuff. And it's like, again, you're entitled to your own opinions, but you're not entitled to your own facts. And I don't think there was any reason to basically hit me over the head with your opinion on Twitter. Also, he tagged me on Instagram for some reason, and then when he actually uploaded the video as a shorts, didn't tag me at all, which is kind of weird. It's like, okay, that's really random. You do it one place and not do it the other if you're going to hit me over the head with your unsolicited opinion that nobody asked for. And I told him, I was like, nobody cares. And, he just replied with a cute little smart emoji or whatever. Well, I cared. It's like, yeah, but do it somewhere else because nobody asked for your unsolicited opinion. I'm not a fan of unsolicited opinions from people I don't even know. It's not like this is somebody I trust, or have had a lot of conversations with. I've had people in the past tell me who are my friends that they don't like Mario RPG, and I think that's totally fine. But I've built up rapport with them, such as my friend Smash JT. Smash JT once told me that, it's like, I don't much care for Super Mario RPG because it's a very short game and it's very easy. And I'm like, that's a very valid opinion. And he's a huge fan of Chrono Trigger. So, he'd already played RPGs before, that obviously. So coming into this, maybe he just wasn't feeling it, Totally understandable. But this person I don't even know, a person I don't even know just decides to hit me over the head with their unsolicited opinion. It's just so cringy. So cringy. And so that kind of irritated me. So I was like, I'm going to make a video. This guy's decided to use me for content. So you know what? I'm not only going to use him for content, but I'm not going to give him any credit because this person is clearly desperate for attention. But I thought it was worth talking about how great Super Mario RPG is. Super Mario RPG, there's so much action. And there's more than simply just, it's you go from point A to point B with Mario characters. These characters have Mario personality. You feel like that's actually Mario. You feel like that's actually Princess Toadstool. You feel like that's actually Bowser, actually Yoshi, actually Toad. And these characters all fit great in this series. And you have so many awesome mini games. For example, the minecart ride or whatever, at the molehill or whatever. Beatlemania. Beatlemania is very, in essence of Mario. You wouldn't see this in some generic RPG. You see Mario literally at, where is it? Where the Frogfucius area is, where that, the tadpole pond, where he's like jumping from barrel to barrel. That's action. That's very action oriented. There's so many cool little mini games like that. The Booster's Pass deal with the beetle racing and stuff. Very much Mario stuff. This game is a Mario game in every sense of the word. I don't understand this concept. So I did watch this weirdo's shorts video, and it was very generic throwaway content, obviously. But he walks it back a little bit. He says, Mario RPG is not a mainline Mario game. Well, no kidding. No one in the history of the universe has ever made the argument that Mario RPG is the predecessor to Super Mario 64 or is the successor to Super Mario World. Nobody, literally nobody in the entire universe has ever made that argument. Now, and I don't even want to get into Super Mario World 2 Yoshi's Island because that's another whole other can of worms, whether that's really a Mario game. You can say this about just about any Mario game. Is this or that Mario game a real Mario game. You know, it's like, is Super Mario Brothers 2 a real Mario game because of the whole Doki Doki Panic thing, you know? Or is Super Mario Brothers 3 a real Mario game, considering Shigeru Miyamoto literally said the whole game is a stage play and nobody was ever in danger? You can make this argument about every single Mario game, but the truth is, the fact is, in fact, there is no real Mario canon. It's not like the whole, there's a Mario timeline or a Mario multiverse. That doesn't exist. That's just Mario games. You could make the argument it's not a Super Mario Brothers game. Super Mario Brothers, yeah, you could absolutely make that argument. I mean, Luigi is only mentioned in the game, but the game is not generic by any stretch of the imagination. There's so many amazing, heartfelt moments. Like that feeling I had the first time when Bowser and Mario teamed up. There was nothing like this at all, ever. There had never been a Mario Bowser team up like this before. It was insane. That incredible feeling I got where, you know, we find out about Malo's parents and whatnot, and their reunion together. That was, oh man, that was something else, especially when, you know, you're 11 or 12 years old at the time, you know, experiencing this game for the first time. There was just nothing like it. You know, it got people like me into RPGs who would not normally have been into RPGs. And it, you know, and there's so many cool RPGs out there now that I've played because of that. That was my first experience playing an RPG. And timed hits was not a thing I had ever heard of or seen in other RPGs of people I'd watched play RPGs before. You know, timed hits, you actually had real control of how much damage you gave an enemy. There wasn't a generic RPG that had that. So this person, yeah, just pure ignorance. Yeah, his argument then was like, it's not a main line. You know, he walked it back because he knew that his audience, there's no way, would have been like, that was okay, that, oh, it's not a real Mario game. No, Mario is in the game. He's the star of the game, hence it's a Mario game, and his name is in the game. And it's officially sanctioned by Nintendo. So yes, it is a Mario game. It is a real Mario game. It doesn't have to be a mainline Mario game to be a real Mario game. That's just absolutely ridiculous. And, and he had some other quote unquote hot takes. These are the most ice cold, lukewarm takes I've ever seen. Like his other take was that, what were they? That Super Mario Kart Double Dash is the best Mario Kart game. That was his hot take. It's like, that's not really a hot take. There's a lot of people who absolutely adore the GameCube. The GameCube is hot right now. And the reason it's so hot is because, you know, so many like 20-something kids who remember playing GameCube when they were a kid all of a sudden have disposable income and are out there buying GameCube games, you know, and GameCube's really popular. So no, that's not a hot take at all. The other one was the Wii U is a better system than the Dreamcast. No kidding. No kidding, it's a better system. Let's look at the logical, reasonable standpoint here. The Wii U has more highly rated games. That's a fact. It has more highly rated games than the Dreamcast, you know, as far as statistical ratings go. It came out a couple of generations afterwards, so it makes sense that it would be more technologically advanced. It sold more, and it was out twice as long. So, of course, it is a better system than the Dreamcast. That's not a hot take. That's just common sense backed up by facts. So, yeah, I was really irritated with this person and their decided to, you know, bombard me with their unsolicited opinion, and I didn't appreciate it. And I just wanted to point out how ridiculous and silly it was. So that's why I made this video here, because yes, Super Mario RPG is a real RPG. It was literally Shigeru Miyamoto's idea. This was his vision. And him and Squaresoft together made a very faithful adaptation of Mario as an RPG. It doesn't feel like I'm playing an RPG with Mario characters just plopped in there. No, it feels like a Mario game that happens to have an RPG mechanic. That's what it feels like to me. You know, and you have real control. Like, all the characters fit in there very perfectly. Well, except the one guy in Monstro Town who has over 12,000 HP. But here nor there. We won't talk about him because he's behind a door and you don't actually have to fight him. He's an option. So, but yeah, and we're getting a remake. This was warranted because of how popular this game is. This game sold incredibly well in America and better than people expected. This is a very well-liked game. When I reposted that meme, that was not to disparage Mario Wonder. Mario Wonder looks great. Like I said before, I have zero complaints about that game. It looks incredible. I haven't played it yet, but I would like to play it at some point for sure. Because I liked all the other, previous new Super Mario Brothers games, and that definitely falls in the whole, that looks like a mainline Mario game to an extent for sure, and looks really nice. But yeah, I just thought it was really strange that this guy decided to give me his unsolicited opinion and bombard me with that. This is a channel with 20 times more subscribers than me and should frickin' know better. And yeah, I hope this guy does not have the gall to, come to my comments section and out himself, because he should be really embarrassed by that low effort McDonald's level shorts video that he made. So yeah, that's all I really have to say about that. It'd been a while since, I'd made a rant video, and I wanted to talk about Super Mario RPG because I just thought this person's incredibly ignorant take was ridiculous, and I wanted to give my thoughts on that. So anyways, what's your favorite Mario game? And there are no wrong answers on this channel. Comment below. I'd love to hear what you have to say. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and stay awesome in this universe. Thanks. Bye.